Okay, here's a just a quick clip, another audio clip. This will be my last one with this car's current setup. I am switching over to a whole GT from the H-pipe back to a pair of GT 500 mufflers, excuse me. Currently I'm running BBK shorty headers, stock X-pipe with resonators, and stock cats, stock mid-pipes, but I'm running magnaflow, magnapack resonators, and then I'm running them into the pipe bombs. So this is just going to be a quick audio clip of my 2011 3.7 liter V6. I'm just going to do the run. I'm at work right now. This is just from my work to the Tip O'Neill Tunnel in Boston here. So, and then that's it, just so you guys can get what the in-cabin sound is like on this particular car. So, all right. I'm also running MPT's race tune. It's a bit more aggressive than my Bama performance tune. Has a little more pop to the exhaust, pop and crackle, especially on deceleration. So. Throttle is a little touchy. I just switched the tunes back over like 2 minutes ago, so it's going to be a little flaky for about 100 miles, I think. I'm also running an MT82 that's been rebuilt. It's got a spec stage 2 clutch. This car originally came with a 6R80 automatic transmission, and I did the conversion in January. Point of interest, I'm passing Bunker Hill Community College on the right. You can see the Zakum Bridge straight ahead. Those two little like pylons. Terribly loud. I mean, you'd expect it to be louder than it should be, and it actually was prior to putting the second set of resonators in. Yay, traffic. government center parking garage straight ahead. I don't really know this area that well. I've only been working here for 6 years, and I don't really drive around this place. I just go through it, and that's it. A lot of construction going on over here right now, too. You're wondering what that rattle is. When I first put the pipe bombs on, they didn't align very well. I mean, the driver's side did, but the passenger side didn't. That seems to be the case on most of them. They just didn't weld the hangers in the right spots, and you didn't have a lot of placement after you did get them on. And then, of course, after you got them on, they would shift out of place, and you'd have to tack weld the clamps to keep them from rotating. Oh, look at this asshat in the wrong lane, trying to cut everybody off. Fucking asshole. Way in the wrong lane. What a douchebag. Until you get like the people jamming on their brakes in here. That little noise was I got a box in my seat just toppled over a little bit. It's stacked on top of another box. Alright, so that's pretty much it. That's the in-cabin, sound. I figured I'd make this quick vid just before I go to change it up, so I have like a record of what this particular setup sounded like. And if you're interested in buying a pipe bomb, they're really nothing but resonated tips. They're not really mufflers, and they're really barely resonated. And also, I mean, there's hardly any chamber around the actual pipe itself. It's just basically louvered tips. So, but that's pretty much it. Most of that drive was about 65. A little bit of 70 in the tunnel there. Right now I'm doing 60. It's not terribly loud, but you really gotta, like with the stock X pipe, it tames it quite a bit, smooths out the noise. I noticed with an off-road X, I definitely felt like I lost a little power. But that could just be how it sounded and felt, not necessarily actual numbers. It's kind of like when you have a small 4-cylinder engine with a blown out flex pipe, where it just doesn't feel like, it feels like you've lost power, but it really sounds like you've lost power more than you actually physically lost it. The car just sounds like garbage. So it sounds slow. So I think that it's more psychological than actual truth. Although you know, some cars do need more back pressure, so getting big exhaust leaks tends to kind of put the kibosh on that. But other than that, I mean, they're okay once you can get them in there. I mean, once you get them set and tack welded into place so they don't shift, and you get them centered and everything, they're fine. But you don't want to run an off-road X pipe without cats. You don't want to run without resonators. They're just going to sound god-awful. They're going to be super raspy. They're loud, and I don't mind the volume. Well, these ones aren't terribly loud, but they're with an off-road X, which I did have an X pipe that had cats welded in it, but no resonators. It was too raspy. So I personally just didn't like it. It wasn't my taste. This particular setup I love because they're deep. They got a nice mellow tone, good rumble from the headers. The second set of resonators cleaned up the sound quite a bit, so but didn't dull the volume. So, yay, more traffic. So that's it. All right, talk to you guys. Bye.